Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today I wanted to try something new. I am back in full swing in the kitchen. I wouldn't really say full swing. I'm trying my best here, but I am still rolling with this nausea in my pregnancy, and I have just been trying my best to make my family some home-cooked meals that won't break the bank, and it utilizes leftovers, which I think really saves us money in the kitchen. I feel like everyone can save some money and still use clean ingredients. So I'm starting off with a staple. This is shepherd's pie, my version. So I have grass-fed ground beef. I have some random green beans and quinoa in there. I put some corn in there. Honestly, you can use whatever veggies you'd like. And then I smashed a sweet potato with just a splash of cream and some grass-fed butter. I'm going to top it with some raw cheese that we acquired, and I'm going to bake it at 375 for just around 20 minutes until that cheese gets bubbly and brown. I'm still really trying to figure out my oven here and figure out what each setting means. So bear with me. These meals may look, a little different than I usually make, but I'm excited to say that my family is fed, and that's what's important. So I will show some full plates here, and I can leave or answer any recipe questions you have. I measure with my heart, but if you want something specific, I can try and type it out for you. Just let me know in the comments below. Welcome if you're new, and I hope you stick around. We do a little bit of everything here on the channel, but we like to be self-sufficient and we like to save money, and we have found over the years that those two things go hand in hand.
I'm laying down it to compile it. Oh no, I see you only when you're ballin'. Oh no, I don't even care to doubt. I'll see you in a while, cause this time I will choose you, yeah. Now choose. You know exactly how to look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night like this.
Okay, super simple dinner. There's kielbasa on the bottom there. I just left them like that. It's still the raw meat things like bothering me. So we put it in the pan. A little bit of olive oil. You could do grass-fed butter depending on what you have. I did some onion in there, bell pepper, red potato, and then I just put the green beans on top of it. I do some of the Worcestershire and some spices. Honestly, you can put whatever you want in here. Sometimes we do sweet potato. Sometimes I even put apple in the fall. That's really yummy. And you can top it with anything, like I said. So this is super versatile, and you could make these in big batches, and it's inexpensive, which I feel like is super important, especially now. Going to the grocery store was very eye-opening. So I'm going to cover this, and then we're going to go at 400 for maybe 35 minutes, and then we will go from there. I will show you the end result. I forgot to mention I did put a little beef broth in here. I've seen people do it without, but they use their green bean juice, and I don't. I rinse my green beans, especially when it comes from a can, so it depends. So I put maybe a 1/4 cup of it in there. It will vent out. And then I did grass-fed butter on top, onion powder. I didn't do garlic powder. Do salt and pepper, whatever you want. So super easy. I'll show you the finished result. Okay, here's our dining experience. We've been using the mini table until we find a dining table, but everyone likes the meal, so yay. Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, nice.
Bye, have a good day.
I'm just having iced tea. I don't think I can stomach the sausage, so here's my bowl. Next on the list just takes a bit of time if you can prep your bread in the morning. I am very fortunate to stay home with my kids, and we homeschool if you're new here. So sometimes I have time to bake a loaf of bread and save us a little bit of money. So we are making some slider buns. I really just go with it. My bread comes out different every single time. It's not perfect, but it's edible, and they're semi-clean ingredients. So I just have a yeast spoonful here, and I'm gonna add some honey to it for sweetness, and then just a little bit of warm milk. You don't want it too hot or it will kill that rise process. I do add some grass-fed butter or actually that was regular butter, yeah. I added some regular butter to my milk here to let it melt, and I do add that to the yeast and honey mixture, and that sits covered for around 10 minutes until it gets bubbly, and then I add flour. I don't have my measuring cups here. I'm, again, fortunate enough to just kind of eyeball recipes at this point and just roll with it. So I believe I usually do 2.5 cups of flour, but sometimes I do 3. I have really been struggling with the elevation change. If you're new here, we moved from Colorado, and I had it down pat there most of the time, but here in Pennsylvania, we're obviously lower elevation, so I need to mix some things up. I would love some tips and tricks. I am originally from PA, born and raised, but I don't remember. So any bread, I guess, baking tips for the lower elevation would be awesome and greatly appreciated. So I'm gonna let this sit and rise for about an hour and a half. Sometimes I forget it and it goes for like 3 hours, but we just roll with it. And then I'm gonna move on to the sliders. So I was feeling extra nauseous today, and I was hoping that this bread making would, just help me not think about it, because I do think my nausea definitely is something in my mind as well, but also because of the hormonal changes, obviously. Anyways, I thought maybe if I baked my meat, like made it flat and then just put it in there, I would deal with less sight of blood, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with my ground beef. I just put some Worcestershire sauce on there with salt and pepper. That's coming up in the next clip, and then I baked it at 375 for like 12 minutes, and it came out medium well. My husband prefers medium or medium rare, but he still ate them, and it was a fun, different way to eat a burger for everybody.
I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I don't wanna seem to shaky, oh no, like I'm sudden but unsteady, oh no, and they tell me to move on, I deserve more, but still I wanna choose you, yeah. Now choose, you know exactly how to look.
So yes, on that plate was sweet potato fries and some apples. And now moving on to just a quick meal prep for the week that we can utilize. It's just like a bean dip that you could put in a burrito. You could put it on a salad. You could put it over quinoa, which is what I like to do. And you could serve it with chips, which is another great way to just get in some good fats and a little bit of protein here. You could add ground beef to this, but I just squish it all together with some cream cheese. This is 1/3 of a block, and then 1 can of pinto beans. It's much better if you do your beans dry, but this is what I have on hand. And then I did chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, mix that all together, and I just put it in the oven for a bit just to loosen it up so it would go together. I topped it with corn this time, but usually I do some green chilies or something like that, maybe some onions or peppers to bulk it up. Again, you could do like a chorizo or some sort of meat in here that you love. And then I did some more of that cheese on top. And then again, I just add it to different things throughout the week. Usually I just do a huge baking dish of that, and it becomes our lunches or our dinners or some quick, easy night meals during this baseball season that we're in right now.
Something's in the air, I can feel it everywhere.
All right, and we have been loving doing breakfast for dinner, so we did it 2 nights in a row. This night, as you can see, we're all decked out in our chef costumes, but this night we just did pancakes, and sometimes I add chocolate chips to them. Sometimes I add blueberries or ricotta. It just really depends. Sometimes we do more of a savory pancake and do it with cornmeal and then just put some sort of topping on there. You could even put that bean dip on top of it. And then other nights, we're doing burritos. So bulk it up with some potatoes and egg. This was a meatless night, sadly for my husband, but he'll get over it. And then, you just put some cheese in there and call it a day. It does not have to be fancy. These items can be super filling and nutritious at the same time. And then last but not least, we did have the leftover burger and peas. So I just kind of chopped that up and mixed it together with some of this vodka sauce. And I served it over some pasta with some of those homemade buns and called it a night. Pizza and pasta nights are a staple in my home, and I'm happy to utilize leftovers. I didn't have to go to the store. Typically, if I need an ingredient, I just ignore it and I don't go out to the store, and that's another way we save money. We are about to become a bit of a larger family. We have 4 children, and right now we are just looking for ways to create our own little oasis here in our new home, saving money and sharing recipes. So again, if you like that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you soon. Bye, y'all.
There's light in every room. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down. And now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Everyone got stories, so let's start listening. Let the rain wash away the tears that keeps crippling. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down.